Greetings everyone and welcome. This is Neo and you are watching FinTech. If you enjoy our content, please do not forget to leave a like. You can subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be informed about our later videos. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. The achievements of the technology called Internet cannot be disregarded. World Wide Web, aka Internet, came to existence in 1983. In such a small amount of time, the effect and inspiration it brought has changed our lives so prominently. When the Internet was first introduced, it didn't look like what we know as Internet today. It consisted of words, and just them. Not a single photo or video was there back then, and that was called Web 1.0. In that era, there was no interaction between the users and the network. However, in the mid-2000s, we were introduced to the new form of the Internet. This new form of Internet was constructed on communities and the communication between them, and this was called Web 2.0. That was the era many social media websites have also been introduced, such as Facebook and YouTube. Also, in the middle of this timeline, the use of Internet moved to the mobile devices, thanks to technological advancements. So, the communication and connection between people was much more accessible. But, however, all these came at a cost. These centralized companies such as Facebook started to collect data from us in order to suit our needs better. Yet, eventually, this private data was so utilizable that they started to sell this information to the advertisers so that we would be further drawn into consuming. We knowingly gave up our privacy for the sake of accessibility and convenience. For example, when you use Google Maps, you share your location data with it. But it comes with various benefits, and it can help you in urgent or troublesome situations. But that also means Google knows what your favorite food is based on the restaurants you visit. People also ignore their privacy for the sake of virtual love and to be feel admired by sharing every moment they experience on social media. Information is power. And the era we're in right now means that more information for these big companies. And thus, our era is centralized by these big companies such as Facebook, YouTube, Google, and Apple. However, the progress of course did not stop there. It became so much more than we can imagine in the 2000s, just like it was hard for people to visualize social media in the 80s. Something called Bitcoin was introduced in 2008, but only in mid-2010s we became aware of its potential. The technologies it brought, such as blockchain and peer-to-peer transaction, was so unexpected that even the fast-paced internet world struggled to adapt. Bitcoin brought decentralization to the online finance world. The way it worked was connecting users into one big network and letting them solve and approve problems so that they could turn this processing power into cryptocurrencies. This technology does not involve any company that owns the network. Instead, the data is stored across the network. Even though many internet phenomena such as metaverse, NFT, and Ethereum have become a big part of our lives, we can say that the technology is still in its infancy. With the Web 3.0, the companies or the government will not be in power. Instead, you will own anything you post or create, like NFTs, and you can earn money on it. Also, because the companies will not be relevant, what is going to happen in the internet world will be decided by users, so it will bring democracy to the internet world. Moreover, you will not have to share your personal identity by any means if you do not want to. Censorship will also be out of question for the sake of freedom. Bitcoin changed the internet game forever by introducing decentralization. And now we believe the future will be the decentralization of the internet, and this will be called Web 3.0. The novelties that the crypto technology brought will be the basis on this new era. No matter how much we try, it's really hard for us to visualize what Web 3.0 will be like. But we sure do know that it's not far away now. Thank you for watching FinTech. See you next time.